Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm back with another earthbending tutorial. I think it's pretty fun doing this. So as you might have guessed, the earthbenders are mainly about disruption and about crowd control and a lot of area damage, all that stuff. With shockwave, for example, the skill that I just did. It's mainly about area. It also disturbs the entire ground, so you don't want to do this near builds. That's why I'm right here, as I don't really care that much about this build. Well, I do care about it, but I mean, it can't be broken by earthbending. So yeah, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, so I'm gonna do this again in the same way that I did the waterbending tutorial. I'm first gonna discuss earthbending itself, then earthbending combos, then lava bending, and then metal bending. But let's first discuss the passives of earthbending. So as you can see, you have a glowstone next to you. This is actually an ability. Wait, no, it isn't there, of course. This is actually an ability of the earthbenders called Tremor Sense, I think. And yeah, you just get a glowstone underneath you so that you can see in the dark. It isn't visible by other players, but it's only visible by you, so that's pretty amazing. Right, let's get into the abilities. So the first ability we have is Shockwave. Yeah, it's just a shockwave. It's not that difficult. I already showed you guys. You press shift, then smoke will go in front of you, and you release shift. And that happens. It's a bit laggy on servers because it is such a lot of displacement, so it also might be disabled on some servers. It's basically the same as the water wave torrents from the waterbenders as it pushes people out, only it also deals damage to the people it hits. And if you do it on sand, it leaves sandstone instead of sand. So you might wanna take that into consideration. I don't know why that happened. Oh, I broke the glowstone. And then it acted as if it was broken. Yeah. Right. Then accretion. Alright, accretion is quite easy to do. It's basically the previous ability Earth Shard, only now it's called accretion. It's an add-on that we have on this server, so it might not be on the servers you play on, but that doesn't really matter. It's still an amazing ability. So you press shift on a block, blocks come up, you click and you shoot the blocks towards an enemy or towards the place you desire. So yeah, that's a pretty easy ability. Let's get right into Bulwark. Oh, and the accretion projectiles also slow an enemy. So that's a pretty... Right, then Bulwark. It's a shield in front of you, as you can see. And then you press shift again and it should go away. Oh, it should not be here actually. Yeah, that's the way it should work. This is just a bug, I think. I will fix that later. But you basically press shift and you quickly get a dome in front of you of blocks, and then you release shift and they go back. Unless it's buggy like this. Because there was some air underneath, I think. But yeah, that's basically it. But you don't want to use this on sand, because, well, it will turn the sand to sandstone, like it also does with Shockwave. and it's permanent sandstone, I believe, so it might destroy some of your desert. But it's pretty amazing if you want to mine sandstone, as you can create one sandstone for every sand, like this. Alright, let's get into Catapult. Catapult is a pretty nifty ability. It's basically a high jump, as you can see. And then you also don't take fall damage, because that's one of the Earthbender's abilities. You don't take fall damage on earthbendable blocks. So it's pretty high. It's a pretty high jump. And you can also do this together with Catapult, with Shockwave, I believe. To instantly charge the Shockwave. That's a awesome earthbending trick. It's also used quite a lot because you can just use it whenever you want. So let's get into Earth Kick. So Earth Kick is basically a small bulwark. You just press shift and it immediately throws the blocks towards your enemy. So with bulwark you press shift, oh no, accretion I mean. With accretion you press shift and you click and you throw the blocks towards your enemy. With Earth Kick you just kick them towards your enemy. So that's quite a nice ability. Then on to Dig. Dig is a not permanent digging tool, so you can press shift and you just dig, as you can see. You go pretty quick, and yeah, you also die if you're not careful. So yeah, that just happened. Let's quickly get back to where I was. While I run back, you can see one of my earthbending abilities. It's called Density Shift, and you don't take fall damage, but it changes everything around you to sand for a short while. It doesn't really take that long to dissipate, but it's quite nice. And as you can see, I do take fall damage on, for example, wool, because I'm not able to earthbend wool, and I also don't have a jump boost on wool. So that's quite annoying actually, if you're an earthbender and you have some non-earthbendable blocks in your base, but you jump on an earthbendable block and you basically just constantly take a little bit of fall damage because you land on non-earthbendable blocks. So it can be quite annoying, but it's amazing if you're just walking around like this, because you don't take fall damage. Alright. Where is my bending board? Alright, there it is. So then on to Earth Tunnel. It's basically the same as Dig, only Dig is only for you and you go way quicker. So let's go into these hills for now. Right. So Earth Tunnel. Alright, let's go. There you go. And this is basically a just a tunnel. And it's also permanent, I believe. So this tunnel will stay here forever. You do want to be careful with digging like this though, as you create very long tunnels and mobs might spawn behind you. And you also just remove the ores that are in this mine. So yeah, it's quite a nice ability, but you should be careful when using it. Right, Earth Armor. It's quite a nice ability. You basically just press shift on a block. You get absorption for a little bit. Until it's gone, of course, and you get leather armor. So it's quite nice to have equipped at all times, because you can get free armor even when you go into the battle without any armor. You can always use this and you will be more defensive than most people. Alright, then Earth Grab. This is one of the few aggressive abilities that an Earthbender has to use. So you press shift. Oh, I and you grab him. This is a root, so he can't move right now, and he can't attack either. The only way for him to get out of this, if this were a player, you can also do this on players, would be to attack the Earthbender that did this to you. So if the Earthbender is attacked, it will go away, and also if you just wait a little while, it will also go away. And if they're displaced by, for example, a shockwave like I just did, the Earth Grab is also overwritten, so it won't be effective anymore. Alright, let's get into the next few abilities. Alright, so we have 3 more abilities that are real earthbending abilities. The other ones will be lava or metal or sand, I believe. Yeah, or sand. So, Tremor Sense, you basically sense caverns beneath you, or caves beneath you. So, you basically press left click, and then it will show right. Yeah. So if you click, if you just click like this, some smoke will appear above blocks with air underneath them. So if we, for example, go and dig a little bit, so like this, there's air underneath this block, so now it should light up in smoke, right? Right? Well, it doesn't really work, but it was that was the idea behind this ability. The other part of this is the glowstone that I've already explained to you guys. Right, then we go to Earth Smash. As you can see, you shift click on a block and you get this, then you shift on this block and you can shoot it off into the distance. It's a very nice ability, but it does leave these craters, which I don't really like that it leaves the craters. Alright, then we have Earth Blast. You shift on a block and it's basically water manipulation. So you shift on a block and that will select that block, turn it to stone, as you can see, and then you can shoot it off and it will follow your clicks. Just like water manipulation for the waterbenders. So yeah, that was basically all the earthbending abilities. Let's go into the lava bending. That's even nicer. Alright, so the first lava ability is your start for your combos. So it's lava flow. You stand somewhere, you press shift, and blocks around you will start to turn to lava, as you can see. It's quite a powerful ability for people who want to get up close, so this is a perfect counter against G-benders, for example. Then you have Magma Slap. You are near lava, then you just do that. Nice, right? And Lava Surge is just Magma Slap, only a only a flow of lava, so you can throw that at people, and this is more of that. But it does destroy some of the landscape, so you might want to be careful with using this. And you basically use it by just clicking while having it selected. And then Lava Surge, you can throw magma blocks at people. It does quite a lot of damage, but this one, lava flow, does the most amount of damage for a lava ability. If there's a G-bender who wants to get close, you use this, they're goners. That's the only thing you have to know about this ability. Alright, let's get into the metal bending. Alright, so first we have metal clips. This metal bending requires you to have iron on you in some form. So you basically click until they have armor pieces, and you can press shift to basically move people around. This throws iron ingots, so as you can see it's quite expensive to use this ability, but they stay on the ground and you can pick them up again later. If you use this on a player, you might see them getting iron armor. Don't worry, that's great for you. You basically then press shift on that person if they have full iron armor, and you just go like this, release shift and throw them in the sky. It's an amazing ability to use. If you use this on a firebender and they don't have the reaction time to use fire jet or jets to stop their fall damage, they're goners. And if you use this on waterbenders and they don't land on leaves, they're goners. If you use this on airbenders, well, I mean, you do get to displace them, and normally they do that with you, so you get to annoy airbenders like airbenders annoy everyone. So that's also a plus, right? But yeah, that's basically the whole ability of metal clips. Let's get on to quick weld. Alright, so as you can see, I now have an iron sword and it's a little bit damaged. Well, I mean, that's what quick weld is for. If you press shift while holding the item, as you can see, you repair it. It does cost some iron, but that doesn't really matter. You get to repair your items, so no need for mending on your iron tools. Not that anyone ever has mending on their iron tools, but I mean, it's quite nice. But be careful, as you can see, if it's full durability and you use it, iron gets used and iron keeps getting used. So that's just be very careful when using this. You have to have it in your hand and not equipped. So yeah, it basically repairs any iron tool that you have. So pickaxes, axes, armor, everything. Alright, let's get into shrapnel. Alright, so shrapnel is basically a shotgun style ability that you can use. You have to have iron nuggets or gold nuggets in your inventory, but then you can either shoot one of them at very high velocity, or you can press shift and shoot a load of them at very high velocity. It does consume 1 nugget per nugget shot, but as you can see, you can pick them up later. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. It's a nice damaging tool, as you can see. Then extraction. You can basically just extract minerals from ore blocks. But yeah, that's basically it. So let's just quickly go for a little bit of a mine using earth tunnel, and then we'll see what we can get from extraction. Alright, so we found a little bit of a cave. As you can see, mining goes quite quickly when you have earth tunnel. This was just like a minute's work. So let's use extraction on this. As you can see, you just get the gold ingots from the gold ore, and sometimes you even get 2. So this is an amazing survival ability. I don't know whether other servers have this enabled though, because it's quite a powerful ability. As you can also use use it on anything you want. So yeah. But as you can see, it doesn't work on diamonds, I believe. No, it doesn't work on diamonds. So you still have to mine the diamonds by hand. I believe it also doesn't work on coal. So let's do that quickly. No, it also doesn't work on coal. So it only works on gold and on iron, but that doesn't mean that you can't use it, because it just saves a lot of furnace time. Actually, you don't need any coal to get any iron. You always get 1 iron or more from a extraction. So that's quite amazing, as you can see. Alright, let's throw away. I now have 52 iron ingots. That's 53. That's 55. So those were 2 iron ingots per iron ore. 58. Those were 3 iron ingots per iron ore. As you can see, it's quite powerful. You can gather a lot of materials using earthbending. The only problem is that you have to use tools on other ores such as coal and diamonds. But yeah, it's still quite amazing. So let's get into sand bending for the first time. And by the way, this little teaser for something that I was working on. I was basically just working on improving a village, so I created this little church, and I created that fishing house, and yeah, I created also a little village breeder-esque thing for my villagers to survive every night, because, well, there were only 2 left. So I really needed them to survive, otherwise I would have to spawn them in, and that's no fun. So yeah, that's quickly a little sneak peek for what I'm doing on my channel. Hahaha. These haven't been uploaded yet. I don't think they will ever be uploaded, but it's a little project that I'm working, so I will make a video on it. Alright, let's get back to sandbending. Alright, so sandbending on my server has only 1 ability, but I know that some servers have more abilities, but you just have to yeah, basically see what's good for you with sandbending. You have to look it up yourself. It's not that difficult to do sandbending, but it's not one of the most important things for earthbenders. So crumble is basically you just turn everything into sand next to you. And yes, this is permanent sand. So this is amazing for the project that I'm working on right now with my bending survival. The library that we just passed. I'm gonna build that in survival. So if you want to see that, be sure to stick around on my channel, because I'm busy with it. Well, I'm not really busy with it yet, but I will be busy with it. Right. But yeah, that was basically it for the earthbending tutorial. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to know more about bending, be sure to check out my other bending tutorials. Right now there is waterbending and there's firebending, and I plan on doing airbending as well. I don't know about chi bending because I don't like chi bending. So yeah, I just think it's not fun. It's not really bending. But yeah, I'm gonna do those 2. I have those 2, earthbending and waterbending. I already firebending and waterbending I already have on my server, and yeah, that's fun. So see you guys in those videos, I think. Alright, bye. Sticks out.